and tell you how politics is speaking regarding the emblem law. This time around, it is Congress's Shrinivas who has tweeted, and he has tweeted the picture of the original Ashoka stump along with the emblem which has been put atop the Parliament building inaugurated by the Prime Minister yesterday. And he has said that these two logos show how the country has changed since 1950. It is now visible looking at the old and the new pillars on your screens. He's put out that tweet. Well, remember, interestingly, the opposition parties have rallied against the BJP government. Yesterday, the attacks were focused about how none of the opposition MPs were allowed or given an invitation for this unveiling. But today, that focus seems to have changed. Of course, the NDA on their part has said that this is one of the ways that the Ashoka stump has been recreated by the artists who have made this latest one. But of course, several such attacks are coming in from Sanjay Singh of the Aam Aadmi Party, of Mahua Moitra from the TMC, the latest one coming in from Shrinivas, who is of the Congress Party, saying that the lions who are bearing their fangs, as has been said by Prashant Bhushan, shows how India has changed. There is a similar comment which is now coming in from Congress's Srinivasan. He says that the way the two symbols are what India used to be and what India has become, that is visible in these two pictures of how the Ashoka stump, India's national symbol, has changed as per the Congress Party. Of course, earlier in the day, we have told you how there were similar attacks which are coming in. Sanjay Singh of the Aam Aadmi Party had said, those who changed the national symbol, should they be called anti-nationals? There was, of course, Mahua Moitra who has tweeted out the same picture, and several other comments coming in. Let me go across to Samia, who's joining us with more on this. Is that going to be Congress's status stand as well, Samia, that the change in the Ashoka stump to the symbol which is there atop the Parliament shows how India's changing?
Well, absolutely. We have seen how several other opposition parties like the TMC, the Aam Aadmi Party have all come out and tweeted about the change in the national emblem, the Ashoka stump. And now joining the chorus is the Youth Congress's President Srinivas, who also tweeted saying that from 1950 until now, the change in India is visible through the Ashoka stump itself. That was inaugurated by the Prime Minister yesterday itself. Of course, it led to a controversy. But over here, the specific that they're pointing out is that the picture or the manner in which the lions of the Ashoka stump were depicted earlier were way more benign, of course, is what the opposition leaders are saying, and not trying to expose their fangs or barring their fangs. It goes on to show the new India, as Prashant Bhushan has tweeted about it. And now Srinivas has also tweeted the same thing by saying that from 1950 until now, the change between the old and the new Ashoka stump, the traditional Ashoka stump, is before everybody to see. Is this the new India, perhaps, that the Congress Party is trying to denote and ask questions to the government? We haven't really heard from the government side on this entire matter yet. We have to wait and see whether they decide to respond to it, because could it be a case of artistic expression or an artistic freedom? But in situations like these, in cases like these, where we have to adhere to the traditional stance of how the Ashoka stump has always known and been, as something that has been revered as a national emblem, can there be any changes that can be incorporated in the garb of an artistic expression? That is a larger question that the government may have to come out and clarify if more and more such voices from the opposition would join the chorus.
Well, this is going to be very interesting if we are going to get any tweets from the top brass of the Congress Party as well. But these attacks have been happening. But Samia, the BJP on their part have been saying that this is an interpretation by the artists who have worked very hard to make this new symbol. It need not be exactly the same, is what the BJP has defended it.
Well, absolutely. That's exactly what is being stated, that it can be argued that it's a case of artistic expression and artistic freedom, way by which they have depicted it the way they have perceived it. But the fact remains that we have seen for years on that Ashoka stump alliance do not really look like this one, the one that has been inaugurated yesterday by the Prime Minister. But of course, the Prime Minister has inaugurated it. It's a matter of huge respect and reverence that it commands. But the opposition party is not going to let this matter die down just yet. They're going to make it an issue, and rather demanding that the government must apologize, or for that matter, ask the artisans to make the requisite correction and changes in the national emblem, because it's eventually going to be there atop the new parliament.
Well, in fact, do stay on with us. We have more reactions which are coming in regarding what the opposition is now saying, a massive claim that the emblem, the national emblem itself, has been changed. Watch this.
अशोक स्तंभ इतिहास में प्रतीक के रूप में राष्ट्रीय स्तर पे अडॉप्ट किया गया 1950 में। ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण स्तंभ है और ये स्तंभ सारनाथ का है। सारनाथ का स्तंभ इसलिए भी बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है कि ये धमेक स्तूप के साथ जुड़ा हुआ है। उसी क्षेत्र में, उसी एरिया में एडजेसेंट टू धमेक सूत्र ये स्तूप, ये सारनाथ का अशोक पिलर है और ये सबसे खूबसूरत पिलर है। इस डेकोरेटिव मोटिव्स इसके बहुत खूबसूरत हैं। इसमें 4 लायन हैं, शेर हैं और ये 4 शेर जो हैं वो पावर, मेजेस्टी के सिंबल हैं, प्राइड, नेशनल प्राइड की वजह से इसको अडॉप्ट किया गया।